Oh, welcome to Politics as Review It with me, Linda Alela. It's been a minute and I have missed you guys. I know you have missed me. I know it because then some of us or some of you used to send messages and they're like, what's up? You are silent and all that. This thing of YouTube is not easy one. It's not an easy one because then you're excited one minute, the next minute you're not excited. They talk about consistency. So you miss out that, then you miss out on everything. But yeah, I've been away not because I chose to be away, but because yes, circumstances can push you to such levels. Look at my eyes. So my directors, my producers are saying, "Hey, umelala kweli wewe," and I'm like, actually sijalala, sijalala because I've been up and about trying to just make life, trying to make ends meet. What bores me, or what drains me, or what probably gets me looking just worked up is the fact that, even in all that, you really don't get, you don't get to see the fruits of your labor. Literally, you don't get to see the fruits of your labor. And if you get to see them, ni vitu za keep going to, siku ishe, kesho iende, and all that. And you ask yourself, when people are complaining about the state of the nation, you just want to put yourself into their shoes. You want to try and sit down and figure out, do they have a point? What are they saying? And I'm telling you, things are bad. I don't know whether we're saying things are bad because, well, we're feeling that things are bad, or we're actually, relating this to the past years. We are relating this to the, Moi eras. We're relating this to the Kibaki eras. We're relating this to the Uhuru eras. And now coming to the Ruto era. I just don't know what exactly it means. But I can tell you that Kenyans are feeling the pinch of tough times firsthand. I personally, I'm feeling it. I can't lie to you. Because if I'm going to tell you that, you don't even get time to sleep, that by the time you're sleeping, mashida tu ndo zinakuamsha, like you're waking up, unangoja alarm, umeamka, like an hour before the alarm, simply because you can't sleep. Unalala aje? Unalala ukule nini kesho? And even when you go out there to hustle, it's still not working. What bores me is the fact that we still are talking about corruption today. And now, corruption, hata sasa imekuwa much better. The level of thuggery that is going on in the country is beyond. The last time we were supposed to do a shoot, we had prepared, we were set with my team, Victor, Edu, Brayo, Jakes, we're all set. Lameki, we're looking forward to that shoot. Hata tunangoa. Then you wake up and you're set, you're just about to do your makeup, and Freddie Lameki calls and tells you, what, ebu hold kwanza. Umeshafanya makeup? No, usifanye makeup. Hold kidogo, I'm getting back to you shortly. And then Victor calls and Victor says, guess what? Edu has just put stuff in the car and he's about to drive here for us to get to have, the shoot. And then he goes back to the house to pick something and he stays like for about 5 minutes, 10 minutes or thereabout. He comes back to a car that has been broken into. First of all, imevunjwa, glasses ziko chini. And guess what? Almost everything has gone in a span of 10 minutes in a home environment or at a home environment. Like close your eyes, open your eyes, all is gone. An investment of about 6 guys in millions gone like that. As in wase wameamua hata kugondi bila kufikiria. Wataingia mpaka mtaa kugondi. Like you're moving like this, unatetemeka, nani yako seated next to wewe. You have to hustle at night, but you're scared. Who's going to get to you? Things are bad. We probably don't get to report the cases of corruption as much as they're happening in the country. And maybe that's a good thing because then also you just don't want to scare investors away with every other morning waking up to a newspaper that speaks about corruption in the country. But also, the people who are close to these spaces are telling us, because we have friends, they're telling us that things are bad, that one day we're going to wake up to a country that is nowhere. is nowhere in terms of the economy. Much as Mr. President, much as the government constantly tells us that number-wise, statistics-wise, data-wise, we are doing good. Mr. President, I know I have no moral authority to advise you completely. No moral standing, no capability to advise you. But I must speak as a Kenyan and say that, you know what, we are feeling the pinch of things firsthand. You know, the economy, the tough times that you have to go to the market. I can tell you, I have been, you know, in this space where I'm independent for quite some years. And I can tell you, I see the difference. That, you know, things were not as bad then as they are today. And then could be stretched to all those years. They're not as bad as they are today, you know. Imagine a scenario where Kenyans used to say with your former boss, so perhaps, yes, the person that you were in reign with, they used to tell him, Maliza uende. You know, they were lenient enough to say, Maliza term yako inde, like, it's fine, just stay there until your term is done and then goodbye, go, because tumechoka na wewe. But guess what they're telling you? I'm sure you know, right? You really don't want to be a must go. And if Kenyans are going to come out and say must go, you really don't have to go. It's fine because that is how politics is played. But you must call yourself to this meeting. Unajuanga ile mkutano watu wanasemanga, Mr. President, like call yourself and just ask yourself, what is this that is not going on well? Fine, your foot soldiers could be giving you statistics and telling you that we are okay and all that. But have you sat down to reflect on what difficulties Kenyans could be going through? You know, today, the masses are enemies of the police. Ukiona askari, you just think ni adui. They look at us and they actually think that we are enemies because everybody's bitter. Everybody's like, life is not moving, so no one is my friend. You really just want to go out there and fight the next person that you're meeting. That means there's a lot of lethargy, there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of laxity to just getting excited to wake up in the morning and, you know, going to the office to make ends meet. There's a lot of uncertainty about tomorrow. There's a lot of fear of the unknown. Intolerance left, right, and center. 2 years and say a half into your reign, Mr. President, please surprise us. If the people of Kenya are going to be kind enough to allow you to finish your time or your term, could you please surprise us? Could you please try and figure out what is happening, what is going on in the country, and help us address that? Like I said, I don't think I need to go to the nitty-gritty details because every other person who is experiencing tough times will tell you that they understand it to the core. And those ones that are living large are living large. Proceeds of corruption, kickbacks. It's fine. I know sometimes we tell each other, we kama umesota ni wewe peke yako. It's not everybody, but when 3/4 of the country is crying, Mr. President, the government, the Kenya Kwanza government, our government, studiite mkutano. That is just my view of the state of the nation. And there's so much I can say, but how about we leave it at that? This is politics as we view it.